So Ouzy, of course, spoke out about being set up, and clearly it may have not been that way. And it looks like we could get some individuals attending All-Stars games happening in America that I think could be very interesting if it's true. Hey guys, it's Marali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into fresh content and news that is going on. So of course, Ouzy spoke out in regards to being set up by somebody, and that's what really ended in the relationship between her and Katie and etc. Well, that lady is speaking out herself and is saying, "Set up? What a joke! Imagine thinking you're important enough to be set up." Gagged. It's always easier to find an excuse or shift the blame to another person. Accept responsibility for your actions is what she is saying, sorry. He initially said that, I was set up and it's not all true. My life's been very different post the show. I don't really have much privacy anymore. Ouzy went to say he has no regrets and the split was not Katie's fault, but he was set up. So she's obviously claiming that that was not the case. You're not even that girl to even to be set up, is basically what she's saying. And it's like, relax. I'm kind of over this whole storyline. I just feel like my interest in both Katie and Ouzy has declined as a viewer of the show. I'm just not really interested anymore. But of course, she has come to just put the cap on the bottle and wrap up the story and just basically saying that Ouzy's lying. He was not set up. This is basically what he was doing. And he's just not trying to say, you know what, it was me, just to try to shift blame to somebody else so that he also comes out of the situation clean. Because right now, Katie has come out of it super clean because she can go back to her man and etc. Somebody commented on my previous video on how, they are shocked at how her engagement has, decreased massively. And, that happens with the show. Some of the girls, they don't have great engagement coming out a couple months afterwards, and some of the girls definitely do. So it definitely just works different ways. But this is why a lot of the girls aren't getting many brand deals anymore when it comes to, or get dropped from brand deals here and there. It's because brands themselves, they are really focusing on specific content creators, reality TV style contestants who go on to become social media influencers. They're looking to see if their following is a community, is a niche, is supportive of them in that way, and work with them, move with them especially. And I think that when it comes to someone like Katie, it's just come back to just normal content. Nothing's really changed. It's exactly the same. And people saw her again, the messiness on the podcasts that she was doing up 7-8 podcasts like one artist on a tour didn't help her in any way, because there's no longevity in you, because we've seen you've been overexposed to us in all of these podcasts. It's just not needed anymore. We've got what we wanted. We're going to move on. And I think that is the issue. Like, I just don't think it's a good idea for Islanders to do all 7-8 podcasts and be all messy. And then, you're returning with the same content. People are bored. And that is an example of why engagement has just slipped or dipped in, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's crazy. So you really got to be careful with what you want to do and etc. But brands these days, they're focusing on niches and communities, and how it doesn't matter how big or small that community is. If they are focused on you as a content creator, as an influencer, then that is appealing, point blank period. I've had brands that have come forward to me wanting to work with me and etc. who say themselves that the game has changed. They want to focus on people who are niche, who have a community or etc. And I feel like Islanders who come out of the show, they're not focused on building a community. They're focused on transactions. They're focused on ad post. That's what they're focused on more. The majority of them are. And people can see through that very easily as an audience, and they can see what this person just purely wants and wants to milk out XYZ. And when you don't want to build that community, it's just very transparent. And that is what is attractive to brands. Fans are convinced that Scott, Catherine, and Johnny are all going on to Love Island Games because Maya Jama was liking comments in regards to these three going on, and also she is the host of the show. Now, would be interesting because I feel like people are it can become a talking point. I don't want it to be the focal point of the season, but I know it's not going to be the focal point because, guys, I don't know if I can drop this information yet, so I won't. But when it comes to Love Island Games, they are recruiting some good people. Like they are putting in all of their work into Love Island Games. NBC Universal, they're putting in all of their work into Love Island Games. The cast is really casting, and not that I know many. I know many, but I don't know the whole cast. But the cast is really casting, guys, and I'm so excited. I obviously can't drop this information yet, but I'm just so excited for Love Island Games because they're really going all out. It's giving budget, it's giving cast, it's going to be giving content, it's going to give my Gemma. I can't wait. Now, if Scott, Catherine, and Johnny go on, great for them because they're employed. You know, they're getting a check. It's a great way to continue to be employed as a social media content creator, which is what all of these islanders want to do. Every single one of them going on to Love Island, they want to come out of the show and be a full-time content creator. They don't want to go back to their professions. They don't want to do that. They want to be full-time content creators. So they're all going to get paid to go on games. It's very obvious. But this Scott, Johnny, Catherine situation and Scott being in the middle, and it's either a love triangle or they want to find out which one. Like, it could be something, but a part of me also feels like it could just be milking something that doesn't need to be milked, and it just seems to be, you know, stale. So it could work either way, guys, but you know, people are convinced that these three are going on because yeah. But then surely Catherine would be in Fiji right now because I believe there should be filming soon, and I believe she's not. So I don't know if that's really true, to be honest with you, but they haven't started filming yet. They film in a couple of days or later on this, at the end of the week, early next week, I believe they film. So, you know, there's still time for them to be flying off. So keep your eyes peeled. But, you know, maybe Maya's just liking these comments for the sake of it. Who knows? Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. It is daily and consistent content. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to find you guys content, anything that is going on, anything that is fresh, just to put into, you know, these compilation videos, just to give you guys something, just to keep you guys entertained, or to have me on in the background, or have me there as you're eating your food right before you go to sleep, or wherever you are in the world, just to keep you guys a little bit entertained with some fresh content, give you guys something, child, because I feel like it's going to be giving us dry September, you know, and it's been a bit of a dry August as well. Like the Love Island USA season 5, you know, finale was very anticlimactic for me. I just feel like no Destiny, no Imani, KK left way early and I thought that she would win with somebody. It was just, for me, anticlimactic. I thought one of them would be in there. I think Scott coming in kind of boosted my interest for a bit, but then I also thought like what was the end goal? And then the finale, like we have a whole Bergie in the finale, just did not make any sense to me. You know, but it is what it is. He's with his girl and I'm glad. Hannah and Marco winning made sense to me, although some people wanted Cassie and Leo to win because they brought a lot to the show, and Hannah and Marco didn't really do much, but theoretically they were the stronger couple. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to this. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. Love is Blind reunion is happening on the 1st of September, so I can't wait for that this Friday. It's Return to the Altar or something like that it's called, so we're going to see what that's giving. I cannot wait because that season was dramatics on end. Some of those girls were so unhinged. It was just wild, and it was an iconic season, so we'll see what happens with that reunion. And then we have Love is Blind returning again with a fresh batch of new people. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. It is daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.